My sister tried to sabotage my family. My sister 39, let's call her Amy, and I 32 used to have a close relationship until I fell pregnant 3 years ago. After I told her, she treated me very coldly and avoided me. She stopped inviting me to her home and answering my phone calls. She had been trying to fall pregnant for a year at this point. I never rubbed it in her face. I chose not to have a baby shower to save her feelings. I was also incredibly awkward about celebrating my first baby's birthday. But despite all this was the starting point of something toxic. I have grieved this relationship for years. A couple months ago, I was shocked to learn that Amy and my mother-in-law were speaking, and that Amy was opening up about some very personal things to her. I was confused by the relationship, but let it go because they are both adults and I don't get to dictate other relationships. My husband was not happy though. Fast forward to yesterday, my husband took a slight jab at his mother saying, "I don't know why you talked to Amy. She's treated my wife badly for years and uninvited you to her wedding." My mother-in-law responded with that that's not what happened. I was shocked by this. 6 years ago, Amy had a destination wedding and stated to my family and all my siblings' partners' family during Christmas lunch, "If you can afford to come to my wedding, you can come." My husband's parents were the only ones wealthy enough to actually go. Before the wedding, my mother-in-law asked for more details, to which Amy called me and asked me why on earth do they think they are coming to my wedding. How rude and presumptuous of them. I told her you invited them. She continued to deny this and told me that I must fix it because it was her special day. I was so uncomfortable about this and told my husband, who had to do the job of subtly saying that the destination wedding will only be Amy's family and her husband's family. She was an epic Brazillo, which is all for another post. Imagine my shock when my mother-in-law tells me that Amy put the blame all on me. I felt sick. If she had lied about this, what else has she said? So I probed more, and this is what my mother-in-law told me. When my mother passed away a year ago, I was pregnant with my second baby at the time, and due to some gross negligence by Amy and my father, they gave me COVID. My mother-in-law found Amy at the wake and they started chatting. During this conversation, Amy told my mother-in-law that I hate her, and 6 years ago I told Amy that under no circumstances could my mother-in-law go to Amy's destination wedding and that Amy must uninvite her. Amy then went on to apologize for having to uninvite my mother-in-law. After hearing this crazy version of events, I feel sick. I feel so sick, betrayed, and angry. Not just because it's untrue, but because it was done so maliciously to hurt my mother-in-law and sabotage our relationship. My mother-in-law was crying for weeks thinking her daughter-in-law hated her for the past 14 years. She then kept this a secret for a year, never letting on that she thought I hated her. I just don't know what to do with this. Even if I give Amy the benefit of the doubt, and she thought her version of events were true, why would you bring this up 6 years later at your own mother's wake? What would be the point? I know there is a strong aspect of jealousy. I have 2 babies. I am younger by 7 years, and my husband's parents are interesting, lovely, and wealthy. But what would you do if you were me? Cut all ties and never speak to Amy again? Or approach Amy about her shitty behavior? Considering the situation in all, what would you do? Let me know down in comments below.
Story number 2. A 18 female. Don't feel anything kissing my boyfriend 18 male. Me and him have never been in a relationship before, and I don't want to bring it up to him because I don't want to hurt his feelings. I feel attracted to him physically and emotionally. Now this may sound like a stupid question, but when I had my first kiss with him, my heart was beating fast, palms sweating, butterflies, tingles down there, and I was hyperventilating and all that. But now when I kiss him, I don't feel anything. It's been 5 or so months now. Is this normal? Is it normal to not feel anything when kissing and making out now? I used to feel a lot when I made out with him. Now I do not. I don't feel anything sometimes. Only when I'm in the mood. Is this a good thing? Should I always be turned on when I kiss him? Because every time he kisses me, he gets turned on. But for me, I don't feel anything. Is it just that women take more to be turned on? Do you guys experience anything like this? Let me know in the comments below and subscribe for more stories like this.